Paper Crafters Library. In this video I'm going to show you how to create this Hello card featuring products from the Fancy Pants Designs Trendsetter collection. My card base is created out of vanilla cardstock, which I cut at 5 1/4 inches by 10 1/2 inches, scored it at 5 1/4 inches, and then folded it in half using my bone folder to achieve a nice crisp crease. I'm taking a 5 by 5 inch piece of craft cardstock and I'm going to center and stick this piece onto my vanilla card base. Now I chose 3 different patterns of paper from the Fancy Pants Trendsetter collection for this. I have this pattern that has chevrons on it, it's Star. I have this polka dot pattern, which is called Price Tag. And then this houndstooth type pattern, which is called Vogue. And I've cut a strip out of each of them. Out of the Vogue pattern and this Star pattern, I cut strips that are 1 1/2 inches by 4 7/8 of an inch. And then the piece that I cut out of the Price Tag pattern is 1 3/4 of an inch by 4 7/8 of an inch wide. So it's a little bit wider than the other ones by 1/4 inch. So I'm going to take some of my double-sided adhesive and I'm going to stick my pattern paper to my craft cardstock. And I'm starting with the houndstooth pattern, sticking it along the left edge. And then I'm going to take the chevron pattern and I'm sticking that along the right edge. Just have my card flipped upside down right now. And then I'm going to take the Price Tag pattern and I'm going to stick that right in the center. So there you can see there's a little border in between each of these. Now my sentiment piece is going to actually be this flag, which is part of the Trendsetter banner die cuts. And it's just a die cut sheet, it's perforated, and you simply pop it out. Now what I'd like to do is to mat this onto a piece of craft cardstock. I measured the height of this, which is 1 1/8 of an inch high, and cut a piece of craft cardstock that is 1 1/4 inch high. So I'm going to take this piece of my banner piece and I'm going to stick it to the craft piece, and I'm actually going to align it so that there's an even border at the top, the bottom, the left side. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to follow that angle inwards and cut that in the flag shape as well. So that piece is going to go across like that. But what I'd like to do is wrap some twine around the end of it. So here I just have some twine from Doodlebug Designs, and this came on this twine card, and the red was a color that seemed quite close to the red in the Trendsetter pattern paper. So I'm just leaving it on the card. I've got probably about a 6-inch piece hanging, and I'm going to wrap this twine around the card, I think 3 times, and then leave an equal amount hanging on the other side. And then I'm going to take these 2 ends and tie them in a bow. And I'm not tying my bow too tight because I want to be able to shift this if necessary. And then I'm simply adjusting the ends of my bow. And trimming them. So that piece, I'm just going to move that this way a little bit. So this piece is going to go like this, and to embellish it I'm going to be using 2 flowers that come from the felt flowers in the Trendsetter collection. First off though, what I want to do is I want to pop that up. And I'm going to pop it up using some 1/2 inch dimensional foam squares. These are 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and they're 1/8 of an inch high. And these are from Thermoweb. And I'm going to stick this so that the left edges of my craft cardstock are aligned, and it's about 1 inch up from the bottom edge of my cardstock. Now before I stick it down all the way, I'm just going to grab my acrylic graph ruler to make sure that this is straight. And that looks good, like that. So my next step now, all my felt flowers came on a sheet in a package that was this size. I've pretty much used up the entire package. These are the last 2 flowers, and they're attached to the plastic backing with a piece of dimensional foam. So I'm just going to very carefully pull it off the plastic backing sheet. And the pink flower I'm going to stick so that it slightly overlaps my twine. And I'm actually maybe going to move my twine a little bit more down towards the end. So I don't want to cover up the butterfly on the hello. Then I'm going to take the blue flower, peel that off the backing sheet, and I'm going to tuck that under just a little bit. I want it to actually I'm going to have it overlap rather than tuck under, just like that. And what happens here is the 2 flowers and the butterfly create this really nice visual triangle. My very last step is going to be to add a few rhinestones, and I'm going to use 2 small ones, placing one here, one here, and then I think one just kind of up here. And maybe there we go. So I'm trying to have your eye moving from the pink to the blue to the butterfly and then up, kind of trailing off the card. So there you can see what our project looks like, and we're now finished. If you enjoyed this video, you enjoy the way we teach, and would like to learn even more, we invite you to check out the Paper Crafters Library. Whether you are a beginner looking to learn the basics or an advanced paper crafter looking to learn new skills and techniques, you'll find it all here. Stamping, card making, scrapbooking, altered art, we cover it all. With over 1,000 videos currently in our library and over 50 videos added each month, we are the largest and most comprehensive online library of video tutorials for paper crafters on the internet. We invite you to visit our library and see what we're all about.